Or folks by his side to speak with. Rich?
That's right. Still in Sterling. And this time, Dagan, we've got Congressman Kevin McCarthy. He's the recruitment chair for the Republican Party here in the House. And he's also the guy who helped orchestrate this plan. First, we'll start with your job as recruitment chair. It's your job to find Republicans, to run against Democrats, to take control of the House. Are you guys going to take control of the House?
I think we have a great opportunity. We have more candidates running in the history of the Republican Party. And if you go back from 1920 till today, there's been 45 elections for Congress. And Republicans only out-recruited the Democrats 6 times. Well, not only do we out-recruit them this time, this is more than either party since Watergate.
What are your numbers telling you? You think you're going to take the House?
We're going to take it to them because we have a much better message, a much better opportunity to turn this country around. I think the American public are seeing a new Republican Party. But this Republican Party realizes they got fired in 2006. I didn't serve then, and that we're going to change this around.
What's different of 06? It seems you're focused on the economy. It seems as though you've at least in this plan, have decided not to focus on some of the social issues that seem to be focused on in the Republican Party before. Was there a different tact in creating this plan?
Look, when I went out, we started listening to the American public and having discussions. They said they were concerned about jobs and spending and actually reforming Washington itself. So that's what we did. That's what we laid out. This is a pledge to America that can be voted on right now if Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid would let it come up. And we could actually change the direction before we leave the Congress this fall.
The plan has you guys bringing spending levels back to 2008, extending the full Bush tax cuts. In that year, we had about a $500 billion deficit. So what do we do to solve that if those numbers don't change?
Look, I don't beat on this premise that somehow you raise taxes, you get more in revenues. It proves you do not. You grow the economy and you take control of your spending. You realize in the last 3 years, discretionary spending has gone up 88%. That didn't happen here at this lumber company. They haven't made a profit in 2 years. But you want to raise taxes on them at the same time you put the new health care taxes on them? He had to lay off his first employee in 21 years. He doesn't want to see that happen again.
Are Republicans prepared to tackle Social Security entitlement programs?
Look, we sat and we talked to the American public, and they said, what can you do right now? You look in this pledge is something that we can do now before we leave Congress. You crawl before you walk, and you walk before you run. We will tackle this, grow the economy, and we'll have an adult conversation with both sides of the aisle because we want to make sure we protect Social Security and Medicare.
Who's Speaker of the House in 2011?
I think John Boehner is the Speaker of the House in a new direction.
Congressman McCarthy, thanks so much for your